Hey there YouTube, I hope that everybody's doing well today. Before we get this video started, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about helping others in need. Currently, we are in the holiday season and it is a very powerful time in the year. This is a time where we gather together, where we spread love among one another, and it is also a time where we really are helping others that are in need. And I would like to tell you guys two stories that happened to me, one recently and one a while ago, that involve helping others and also that involve receiving help. So, the first story that we're going to talk about is the one that happened most recently. So, most recently, I was in the grocery store and I was shopping and I was getting ready to check out, and all of a sudden, I hear this lady and she's screaming and she's like, "Can I look into your cart? Can I look into your cart?" And she's asking all these people if she could look into their cart. And I'm just really observing her, and she comes up to me and she's like, "Can I look in her cart?" And I really said to myself, take a step back and look at her. Does it seem like she's trying to get over or scam people, or does it seem like she genuinely needs help? And I really observed her body language, and her face was red and she looked very worried. A lot of people were just kind of watching her and staring at her and looking at her like she was crazy. But I saw that not one single person asked her, do you need help? Are you okay? You know, so I talked to her and I said, "Hey, excuse me." I said, "What's going on? Why are you asking to look into my car? Like, what happened? I'm just curious. I can help you." And she told me that she cannot find her cell phone and she had a feeling that she left it in one of the shopping carts because she had been doing shopping and she checked out and saw she didn't have her phone. And I told her, I said, really think back to when you last had your phone. And she said, to be honest with you, she said it was when I left the house. So I told her, I said, "Okay, what is your phone number? I'm going to call your phone right now. Go ahead and walk around the store, see if you can hear, but I'm going to wait right here to see if you can come back and let me know that you found it." So I called the phone number about 3 times, and this lady is walking around the store. Maybe about 3 minutes go by. She does a couple rounds. I keep calling it, and then she tells me, "Okay, it's not in here," because she said she would have heard her ringtone. And I really sat with her for a moment and I really just kind of let the intuition flow in. And I said to her, "Your phone is at home." And I told her, I said, "I have a strong feeling that your phone is at home." I said, "The fact that you remember last having your phone before you left the house, I don't think that it's with you." And I asked her, I said, "Did you use your phone in the car? Do you remember having it?" And she said, "I don't remember using the car." I said, "Okay." I said, "Trust me." I said, "I have a feeling." And I said, "If you get home and your phone is there, just send me a text message." So she leaves and she says, "Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you helping me." And I said, "It's all good. No worries." And I wished her well and everything. And I get to the checkout. It was a long line. Spent a few minutes in the checkout line, got my stuff checked out, get into my car. So I had to finish doing my shopping for the day. And when I hit the next place, I was going to get some food for the evening, some dinner to eat. And I get a text message, and it's her. And she's like, "Thank you so much. You're right. I left the phone on my couch." And I said, "Oh my goodness." And I just told her, "You're welcome. Wishing you happy holidays." And I was beyond happy that she found her phone. But I also thought back to when I was in the store and just how no one was really willing and open to help her. And I thought to myself, if no one had helped her, would she have found her phone, or would she have still been going around that store, say, all night long? But sometimes I think really taking a step back and just looking at the situation and offering people help is extremely powerful. And sometimes, we're in a time in the world today where the trust is very different than when it once was. There's a lot happening, so we may not be as open and trusting of people. But I think that there's always going to be situations that present themselves when someone does need genuine help. And I believe that when we do help people from the heart, they're blessings that always flow back in our lives, unexpected blessings at that. So, story number two, this story was very interesting. This story happened when I was on a solo trip one day in Joshua Tree, California, which is out in the Palm Spring Desert area. And I was actually doing a hike in Joshua Tree. It was a solo trip, and I had gone by myself. I had a backpack, I had water, I was hydrated. It was a beautiful hike, but it was very long and very open, way out in the desert. And I remember walking, and I had seen a few people coming back, but I had been the only person going on the trail at that time. So about 45 minutes into the hike, I had walked up to some rocks and they're beautiful and I started taking pictures of them. And all of a sudden, I see an older couple and they're probably like in their 50s, about the age of my parents in that age group. And they're like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?" And I was kind of confused because I hadn't seen anyone walking. And what was even more strange is that that area of Joshua Tree is so open that you can see whoever's coming, you can see whoever's going. So it's very, very interesting to me that I didn't see them at all. But we talked to each other, and they told me that they were traveling together. They had an RV, and they were just checking out Joshua Tree and checking out different sites on the West Coast. And I was like, "That's really cool." And they're like, "Do you need a picture taken?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." They're like, "Trust me, you want to get a picture of these rocks." They take some pictures of me. They're like, "Sweetie, do you need any water? Are you thirsty?" And I told them I have water. And they said, "Well, just take this water bottle just in case. It's hot out here. We're in the desert." And they're like, "Also, we have a huge bottle so we can fill up your canteen." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure." So I take the water and they tell me, like, this is way out here. Like, this hike is pretty remote. There are rattlesnakes and everything. And they're like, "If you need anything, just scream out." They're like, "It's so vast that we'll be able to hear you screaming." And I laughed and I told them I think I'll be good. And then I asked them, I said, "Would you guys like some pictures taken of you?" And they said, "Yes, yeah, sure." So I took some pictures of them too. And then I checked with them, like, "Do you guys like them?" They're like, "Yeah, we love them." And I was like, "Cool." And after that, I took a step back and I said, "Okay, I'm just going to take in this moment and walk around." And we kind of talked for a little bit more and then went our separate ways. But one last thing that I remember of that interaction was that they said, "We want to walk in front of you just to make sure that, once again, like we said, if you need some help, that we're out here." And I said, "Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that." And I just got this very powerful energy from them, very motherly and fatherly, and also a very angelic vibe as well. So they're walking in front of me, and they were probably about, I would say, 50 feet in front of me. And I was taking my time, just taking in the scenes, enjoying the desert. And I looked at my phone to take a picture. I looked down to grab my phone to get a picture of the scene. And I looked back up and they were gone. I looked all around. I'm like, "Okay, maybe they would have went to the side. Maybe they went another direction." And they were not there at all. Once again, in that area of Joshua Tree, the land and the scenery is so vast. No matter where you go, you're going to see the person, especially when you're on the beginning areas of a hike and you're not up in the plateau in the rocky area, you're going to see who's walking. So I just said to myself, wow. And in that moment, it just felt like that was angelic intervention in so many different ways. Um, and sometimes I think that there are experiences that we have in life that cannot be explained, but yeah, extremely powerful. And I just said, whoa, sometimes you may not realize that there are people out there who are also protecting you and watching over you and always there to offer you help when you need it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed these stories. Wishing everyone happy holidays. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.